So I was just given this question to do, and I'm happy to make a video for it. So the gradient function of f of x equals 2x minus b all to the power of a is this function. So it's saying if we take the derivative of this f of x, it has to equal this. So this f of x, when we take the derivative, I'm just going to use dy dx, even though it's technically not, equals this. So this question, some of these questions are asked in a way that makes it more confusing than it is. Realistically, what we're going to think about is we're going to look at the chain rule to find the derivative of f of x here. So f of dash of x equals, actually I'm going to break it down into how we use notation today. So this is going to be a bit cumbersome, but I'm just going to write y equals u to the a and u equals 2x minus b. Now, as I said, as we get better, we will change that, but this means that dy dx equals a u a minus 1, and then, sorry, that's not dy dx, that's, so dy dx equals dy du times du dx. Now, dy du is the derivative of y with respect to u, so we're going to have here and bring the a out the front, u, and then this has to be a minus 1 up here because that's our rule with derivatives. It always drops by 1. And then we're going to multiply this by du dx, which is the derivative of this with respect to x. And so this is going to become, the derivative of 2x is 2, and the derivative of negative b is 0, so just 2 there. All right, now I'm going to rewrite this just with, so it's all in respect to x. So we have a bracket, and u here is 2x minus b, and then a minus 1, and then we've got times 2. So we'll just quickly change this to 2a 2x minus b, a to the minus 1. Now, I've used the dy du, even though it's not the notation used in the question, just purely because it's what we had talked about earlier. So now, with this in mind, I'm just going to write this as, this would actually be f dash of x. So we were given here that f dash of x has to equal 24x squared minus 24x plus 6. So we're going to go here, this has to equal 24x squared minus 24x plus 6. Now, looking at this power here, if I have my biggest degree here is 2, so that means a here has to be, this a minus 1 has to equal 2. Let's just change colour because we're sort of making a different point here. So, therefore, a minus 1 is going to equal 2, which therefore means a equals 3. So we've got that in there. So now we sub a into this equation. So we've got 2 times 3 bracket 2x minus b to the power of 3 minus 1 is going to equal 6 2x minus b squared. All right, we're now going to move down to 6. We're going to expand this out. So this here needs to expand for us to get what we want. So we're going to have, this will be, not 2, sorry. So multiply 2x by 2x. So we're going to get 4x squared minus 2x b. I just pulled the negative out the front, and then plus b squared. All right, I then can put the 6 in front of everything. So 6 times 4 is going to give me 24x squared, which is a big tick because that's what we had in our equation up the top here. And then 24 times 6 times negative So 6 times negative 2, negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. So 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. X times b plus b squared. Now looking at this in our equation, we've got up here plus 6 is our constant. B squared has to equal 6. Okay. Oh, sorry. I've stuffed up here. Oop. Let's just erase that out. I've got to multiply my 6 from the front. So this is going to be 6b squared. Now, because this is 6 and this is 6, we've got here 6b squared equals 6. So we're going to divide both sides by 6. And we get b squared equals 1. Therefore, b, if we square root of 1, we're going to get plus or minus 1. Now, the reason this is important is at the moment we have 2 solutions here. But we've got this b here. Now, this b, we'll see in this next bit, we've got negative 24x times b equals, and we're looking at this bit here, negative 24x. We're going to have, this has to be negative 24x. Now, this one here comes from our working here. This one here comes from our working here. So then we've got, obviously, if I divide negative 24x by, divide both sides by negative 24x, negative 24x, they cancel, these cancel, we're left with b equals 1. Therefore, b does not equal negative 1. So in our solution here, we worked out that a equals 3 and b equals 1. All right, thanks guys.